What is up, everyone? It is Lovenji here. We are back with another game of the Populous the Beginning Quarantine Tournament. Today we have got blue versus red. We have from the clan Divinity's slaves 00 IT or Do It playing in Chumara position as player blue tribe. And over is the red, his opponent, it is Gods of Destruction, Prisega, also known as Loot Hill. We've got something being said already. The Fire Warrior hut is out by one tile, looking at the map, and these small little differences are things that pro players start to notice. But both players working on towers early, that's what I like to see. We've seen some high-ranked players not getting towers at all and really suffering for it as a result. So it's good to see both players prioritising defence. Converts looking a little slow from both sides, but it does make you wonder why. Prisega's opted to go for the back of his base before the front and the side, explaining why this still looks so saturated. Of course, we're going to call him Do It because it's easier. That's the pun he's going for with his name, and it's easier for me to say than 00 It. Do It is looking pretty healthy. He's got his tower down here, which is going to help him expand this side much quicker. Of course, he's got both of his towers going up here. 2 towers here. And we can see a plan for another tower here. He needs way more towers than this, but this is a good start. And his Fire Warrior hut still is not finished. Whereas if we look over at Prisega, his Fire Warrior hut is finished, and he's got 2 Fire Warriors out of it already. A couple more towers are going to go down on the side. 4 towers on this strip is normal. There's an extra 1 from Loot Hill here. Warrior hut going down in traditional position here. Lots of people like to put their first or second warrior huts in this position. And huts are coming up quick. There is a little bit of difference in the build speed between the 2 players, but not enough to matter just yet. So Do It's going for a slightly different strategy, whereas players normally cover only the side facing their opponent with towers. He's got towers on either side of his strip. It makes the hut placement a little harder, but it does protect him a little bit better from earthquakes should Prisega choose to earthquake the side strip. Got all these wildies unclaimed at the back of Do It's base that we really want to see getting cleaned up. Where is his shaman? So Shaman's patrolling at the front. She's not doing anything, and she's missing out on 2, 4, 5, 9, 10 population that she could be adding to her tribe. She does pick up a couple here and there, but it's 10 pop at the back of your base, dude. Go get it. Now there is more pop in the middle strip to be grabbed for free if he wants it, and a couple of wildies out here as well. Otherwise, the towers are up. Both players have a decent enough defense. One defense certainly looks more insurmountable than the other, and I've been completely made to look the fool by Loot Hill, who has put his towers on the back of his strip and his huts in the front. But I imagine we'll see Fire Warriors in these huts anyway, or Warriors to help hold this pass. And we can see, yes, Warriors are being trained already. The important towers have already got Fire Warriors in. Even more Fire Warriors on the way to those towers. Prisega's doing a great job of setting himself up early. Of course, an additional hut in making use of this tower on the side to expand his base quickly. He's already on his side strip, but Prisega's no slouch and he's building fast. He's just got to finish off the back of his base at this point, which he's doing no problems at all. And all these towers, once they're filled, it's going to be tough to attack into. It's great that he's prioritised all his fire warriors at the front, but there are no fire warriors in any of these towers at the side, and that leaves him very vulnerable if someone chooses to attack. Duet's gotten a little bit lucky here. A lot of the players that we've seen in the tournament so far really like to favour that early earthquake. With 5 minutes in, that could easily be an earthquake by now. 3 minutes is a good earthquake, and it can be done even faster than that. So he's very fortunate that Prisega has opted for the defensive play. But his base is looking big, it is looking populated, and he's even got huts dismantling. He's increasing his population rapidly. He is going for the big mana play. Second warrior hut is going down. He squeezed in the 2 huts here. Not everyone does this. It's good use of the space. We haven't even got a warrior hut out for Duet just yet. He's got all the space at the back of his base. He's just building too slowly to keep up, and the warriors are on the way. There's no warriors to deal with this. His shaman has to respond. Shaman's currently facing with a challenge, but the lightning is good. The EQ at the front is going to find some damage. Double EQ at the front completely cuts the path and destroys a tower. A bit of a waste of mana. But these warriors on the side, doesn't even matter. The shaman is distracted. She's looking. She can't decide whether she wants to counterattack or if she wants to deal with these couple of warriors. Honestly, because he has no warriors of himself, he's forced to deal with these. You want to see a warrior hut going up in this space here because he's very exposed. Prisega's operating out of 2 warrior huts, and he hasn't even got his first yet. A couple more towers on both of these hills would also help solidify the defense. The warriors are still alive. He didn't go for the warriors, he just went to attack on this side. He does get an earthquake off. All these towers, he gets a hut for his troubles, damages a couple of towers pretty nicely, but Prisega is up. This flank is completely exposed. If he wants to end the game here, he could very well do it. Of course, more fire warriors. They are on the way. They're trying to get back into the towers. They're trying to populate some semblance of defense. One of them is even going to hunt down the shaman. Go give her a little shove off the hill. He's still alive for now, but how long that remains probably won't be very long. And there he goes. Down goes the fire warrior. This hut still needs repairing, and really you need 2 more towers on this hill at least. Another tower on this hill. And to finish the back of your base. He's got more plans down. He has got a couple more plans down. Sometimes we see players, this could be a warrior hut. We really hope it is. This plan here, this plan here. He's trying to contest the hill. Quite difficult, but it looks like it's going to work out for him until, of course, Prisega starts throwing the blasts. These fire warriors are going to be made short work of. Was thinking about sending his warriors in. He still can't decide whether he wants to commit or not. He sees the shaman dancing around. He doesn't know whether he wants to send the warriors in to distract the shaman or to deal some damage with them. Looking over the base, you can see the upgrade is good so far. Most of these huts on their medium size upgrade. Mostly these huts are still small. Whereas if we look over here, we've got a large hut here and a few medium huts. In fact, there's been more upgrading and less actual outright building. So at least Duet has that going for him. He's got another large hut finished. These fire warriors are standing idle. You want to see them moving, getting into some towers, being useful. The land bridge for the side door and warriors are in place as well. This is going to be a mean attack. Shaman does respond. She is there. And that's enough to get Prisega to leave this avenue of attack. The light does not find a target. The warriors are pouring in. There's still no warriors for Duet, and that's going to pose a significant threat, especially when he dies to the fire warrior. Prisega's walking into the base. as Do It says, lol, he's not feeling good. And there's the Firestorm. We saw it. We saw the dismantling. We saw the rate at which he was building. We predicted a big mana attack, and here it is. Firestorm into Earthquake. The Earthquake is near the Fire Warrior hut. This is going to do big damage. The lightning on Spawn misses, and his Shaman gets clipped by the Firestorm. She's running fast, but that just makes her blast directly into the water, and she is dead again. The extra mana might finish off another spell that Prisega is charging, but it does not look good for him so far. Or it does look good for him, it does not look good for Do It. We are 10.5 minutes into this game, and warriors are pouring into the Blue Tribe's base. Shaman's flexing her muscles, beating a guy up with a stick, as these warriors show the Shaman how it's really done. Cutting down Pop left, right, and centre. Except this guy. This guy was a total failure. Another lightning on Spawn. It doesn't kill him directly, but it does knock him into the water, which is enough to take him down. Do It does buy himself a couple of precious seconds, but can he do anything with it at this point in the game? The warrior hut is finished. He's got warriors training, but he's only got 3 warriors, and there's a seemingly endless surge of Dakini warriors being trained and sent towards his base. Hut after hut is just under constant attack, and even these upgraded huts on the side are under threat. Is there anywhere safe for Blue Tribe's population right now? More warriors are being trained, but what remains of the Braves need to be building and rebuilding, not being turned into warriors right now. His population is so low. The Shaman is not moving very fast. A few more warriors run straight by her. But of course, Do It snipes out Prisega Shaman with a cheeky lightning. Again, doesn't hit the direct light, but it's enough to make him roll into the water. He buys himself an opportunity for a counter-attack, but EQ in the front, you're going to need way more than that when there's warriors pouring into your base. Endless surge of warriors. He's targeting this hut. He's had enough of fire warriors. He knows if he gets the fire warrior hut now, the defense can't be filled, and if the defense cannot be filled, then it's easy for his Shaman to get in. He just has to be careful. Blue's warriors do come up. They do try to defend. They do try to hold the ground, and they are able to clear up what remains of the Dakini warriors for now. But at this rate, Do It is just bleeding population. He's not able to maintain this defense. He's doing no actual damage to Prisega in return, and the base is just upgrading more and more. The population is getting higher and higher, and the mana he has available to him even higher. EQ is going to be at the front. The lava is going to clip Blue Shaman. He needs to be casting to cancel out that effect, and he does. Second EQ cuts off the path. These are just wasteful EQs from Lutil here. Not entirely sure what that land bridge was about. Perhaps to make his retreat slightly easier. But at this point, there's still Dakini warriors in his base, still cutting down the population. This medium hut and this large hut has been cleared up. This plan has been killed as well. And this is all that remains of the Blue Tribe for this tournament game. These warriors idle, taking a break. They're thinking we've just destroyed an entire building. They've had enough of working for now. And just look at this. More warriors, more warriors. Prisega does not even need to put his Shaman in harm's way. He can just send warriors endlessly. And Do It just doesn't have the population or the mana to keep up. His Fire Warrior hut has been damaged. It can't be repaired. These towers can't be filled. And now warriors can just pour in again and again. Of course, I said Prisega doesn't need his Shaman, but he's bringing her anyway. He wants his victory to be absolute. The land bridge is going to give him another way into the base as Do It calls the GG. Prisega coming in. What is Prisega going to use? That's one Earthquake. A blast on these warriors to kill them. What little population Do It had running the defense, falling to the Shaman's might. That's what happens when you don't play for 5 days, says Do It. Of course, some of these players play a lot more than others, but it's okay. There is a loser's bracket. It will not be the end for Duet's run in the tournament. He will get a second opportunity as he is losing the first game. And Prisega finds his victory.